Boom, boom, boom. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBit Solutions. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day. Do you guys like my flash shirt? So today is Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, May 22nd, 2018, and it's been a slow day for when it comes down to investing in the stock market. That's why I went live with the people that I mentor within the Learn Plan Profit group. Didn't really cover too much when it comes down to stocks that were actively trending up. We had an amazing day yesterday, a little bit over $1,000 profit for myself, but a lot of the stocks that I focused on yesterday, did very well, but today they pulled back, right? So I think that I'm taking this time to kind of just take a step back, reanalyze everything that is that's in my watch list, and make sure that I don't overtrade and take a position. And that's exactly what I told the people that are part of Learn Plan Profit. So, but one thing that I've kind of talked about within the Learn Plan Profit group today is overall confirmation on the EMA indicator. And I wanted to ask you guys, ask yourself, have you guys ever taken or entered a swing trade position? So what I mean by swing trade is holding a stock for more than one day, so you probably plan on holding it for a couple days. Have you guys ever entered a position a little bit too early, and maybe it starts to, it shows signs of an uptrend pattern? So let's say that, it breaks above the EMA, the 180-day EMA. So a lot of you guys might be familiar with that, but then all of a sudden it pulls back and then it continues to descend. Have you guys ever experienced that? It's like, wow, I thought I got in it like after the confirmation and stuff like that, but now it's showing signs of a continuous downward pattern. What is it that you can do to get a better understanding that, you are getting in when something is actively trending up? Right? This isn't going to be something that's going to, truly change like, your style of investment or anything like that. It's just some certain tips and tricks that I hope can guide you in the right direction so you don't have to get in so early. So kind of just, again, I'm a very conservative investor, and it's something that I've learned based on my experience of investing, and I hope that it could guide you guys in the right direction. I'm going to talk about some concepts and give you some examples for a specific stock and why it is that I waited for a little bit more of a confirmation, what I could have done better, and you being able to use it as a reference and then kind of go based off of that. So let's go ahead and get right to it. So boom, boom, boom. There we go. I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller. Ricky, you're too big. Let's see. Right there. All right, let me move on over here. Sweet. So we are good here. So what I wanted to focus on is, again, asking yourself, have you guys ever gotten a little bit before the confirmation? And what I mean by that is, okay, so I identified this pattern for TMUS, support, resistance, horizontal pattern, very easy. We've talked about this multiple times before. And one thing that you notice is that, when something is descending, and do you guys ever get this itch, right? Something's about to push up, and then right as it breaks above the EMA, you're like, oh, do I buy right now? Or, okay, it pulls back. Okay, that wasn't the time to buy. Breaks above the EMA. Oh, do I buy right now? No. Okay, pulling back. Okay, broke above the EMA and it's consolidating. Do I buy right now? One thing that I've noticed that has really, so it's just being able to almost visualize the direction of the EMA. And that's the easiest way to put it. Again, no mumbo jumbo. Let's make it straight to the point, very simple to understand. And it's understanding that you have to understand the characteristic of the specific stock itself. And what I mean by that is, and I want to use this as an example. So would it make sense, right, for something like TMUS, T-Mobile, a multi-billion-dollar telecommunication company, to pull back, drop, and then shoot straight up? Can it do that? Yes. Does it have a characteristic of doing that based on previous patterns? We could look at one-year analysis, and we could see, does it have a pattern of that it just all of a sudden drops and then just pushes up one day, right? So to understand that, to make sense of that is, does it make sense that all of a sudden when something pulls back, that we think right away that it's going to push up? And this is why it's so important to be patient and to give it a little bit more time for the direction of the EMA line to start completing the curve back up. And this is exactly, I don't know if this is going to make sense. And again, this is just me going straight from, I'm going to draw it out for you guys, right? But I'm going to give you guys first examples when it comes to this. So looking at the pattern of what happened here, it was continuing to descend. Looking at this 180-day analysis, the EMA line, again, if you would put an arrow right here, what direction would it be pointing? Still pointing down. If you would have put an arrow right here, what direction would it be pointing? Still pointing down. If you would have put an arrow right here, what direction is it pointing? Horizontal. It's still not pointing up. When you want to invest in something, do you want it to stay the same value, or do you want it to appreciate? Again, you want it to appreciate. So it wasn't until it broke above around $57. So do you see this whole transition? getting rejected by the EMA, getting rejected by the EMA. Again, then it consolidates, right? Horizontal pattern, horizontal pattern, horizontal pattern. And then all of a sudden, there's this resistance at $57. It broke above it, made new highs, and then the direction of the EMA line started to point up. Everything changed. The RSI changed, the MACD indicator changed, the volume changed, everything changed, right? And it was because of these steps. It was the rejection, right, of the EMA, the consolidation, and then the confirmation. So there's these steps that I think a lot of people, so these 3 steps of the rejection, consolidation, and confirmation of the direction of the EMA, that a lot of people, that I needed to become a little bit more familiar with. 100%, does that mean that I'm a perfect swing trader? Heck no. I still get in way too early, and I still get out way too early. 100%. It is just a concept that I know that has assisted me in entering a position at a much more ideal price point. And what I mean by that is if I would have entered TMUS at this price point right here at like, you know, when it originally pushed up to about $57 and then it gets rejected, some of you might think that, wow, it just got rejected and now it broke the pattern. I might want to cut losses, but then it pushes up, I'm happy again. And then it pulls back, I'm sad. Pushes up, I'm happy again. Pulls back, I'm sad. It's this wave, just this wave of emotions. I've been there, I've done that, and I know a lot of you guys have as well. So all I want to remind you is that you take these 3 things into consideration. Again, it's no stock suggestion, nothing like that. It's these techniques that you guys can, you know, implement and have as a habit, that you understand that it's going to take time, especially for these swing trades, to go through this transition of a reversal. Yes, some stocks do just bounce right away, but you have to see the characteristic of the stock and the volatility that that stock has to offer and why it does that. Not every stock is like that, and that's why you need to perform your technical analysis for every single stock out there. But as long as you understand that there is this process that normally these swing trade stocks go through of, again, this one a more relevant pattern, decay, right, rejection, consolidation, and then we broke above the EMA, and then now the EMA is starting to point up. Now it's actually breaking resistance levels. It's making higher highs, and when it pulls back, it makes lower highs. Again, that is why I saw value in T-Mobile. Forget about T-Mobile. Forget about the actual stock itself. It's the pattern itself that I saw value in. Yes, the fundamentals of T-Mobile being a multi-billion-dollar company gives me a little bit more reassurance that I'm investing in something that of higher quality. But when it comes down to trading, I'm a technical trader, right? And I like to look for these series of patterns and indicators and overall confirmation to have that much of a better understanding that I'm investing in something that is actively trending up. And I know so many of our swing traders still do get in way before the confirmation, and 2 things happen. It pulls back and you cut losses because you thought it was a break of pattern, and then it recovers, or you truly get in way too early and then it continues to decay, and then you end up back holding and then you experience exponential loss, right? To ask yourself, have you ever been in those shoes? Especially if you're paper trading and simulation trading with fake money, I would encourage you to take the step and test this water, even if you just buy one share, right? To wait before buying in. Give it time. Be patient and understand that there is this process of rejection of the EMA, consolidation, you know, opportunity cost. Is it worth to hold something as it goes up and down? It's a wave of emotions. I don't think it's worth it. And then just waiting for the confirmation, the break of resistance, and it's starting to make higher highs, showing an indication that the EMA line is then pointing up and showing signs of this reversal confirmation. It makes sense on why it would begin to reverse now, right? At this area right here, not this area, right? Not here, because this was being rejected, not here, because there was just consolidation, so it's a waste of time to even invest in it, right? You got in way too early. I got in at that price point. I got in way too early, and I'm okay with sharing that. Again, my simple mistake. But again, it's about these 3 steps that I think can really assist members to be both focused on quality and to be more patient to ensure that they get in when there's more of a confirmation of an uptrend. So, and the simple thing that I wanted to talk about, let me see what you guys have to say. Does what it is that I just said right now, does that all make sense? So, let's see. So I love you, where it says I love you, where that's your username. It says, hey guys, I can't get real-time data because I'm paper trading. That is not true. You can call TD Ameritrade and you can subscribe to real-time quotes. So great explanation. I just want to make sure that this video, because I didn't make a live trading video for you guys today since I didn't trade, that I create a quality video that can truly better assist all the people that are watching this video. So right, we have a little bit over 160,000 subscribers, a little bit over 100,000 members within TechBud Solutions, and I want to make sure that I continue to create content that you guys enjoy, right? First of all, how many of you guys saw the joke that my roommates played on me yesterday? First, I want to apologize for anyone that I offended. I got a couple direct messages of people saying that you know, that they didn't necessarily find the thing funny. 100%, I have the TechBuds lifestyle. I'll start uploading the videos there. But just, again, wanted to apologize for anyone that I offended based on that joke. If you guys felt like, of course, it was somewhat clickbait, but I thought it was funny. And it was an actual joke that was played on me, and I did not know it was real. So I just felt like sharing it. So, yeah, and you guys can watch yesterday's video if you guys, again, they didn't actually vandalize my car, but my roommates thought it was funny to buy fake spray paint and spray paint my car and then get one of my other roommates to knock on the door and say that someone vandalized my car. So if you guys want to check that out, feel free to check out the previous video. But what I wanted to show you is this process, right? And I feel like I can make a PNG like file of like this whole the 3-step process of when something is getting rejected, right? And then there's like, you know, when it starts to consolidate, and then when it starts to push back up. So there's these 3 steps, right? These 3 steps that I think, or what is it, the 3 stages, let's call it that. 3 stages that a reversal pattern goes through. And it's, you know, do you want to get in while it's being rejected? Do you want to get in and waste time when it's consolidating? Some people have the fear of missing out, so they get in right there. Sometimes I have that fear. I'm human, right? And I get in a little bit too early, right? There's some form of risk involved with that because it still can get rejected. Or I can wait for the uptrend pattern, right? Again, it could still end up pulling back, but I have a higher probability based on previous patterns that it will continue the uptrend. So again, these 3 simple steps, looks like a little stick figure going like this. So yes, I'll create a PNG file for you guys, and I'll share it within the TechBud Solutions group. I'll share it within those that are part of Learn, Plan, Profit. And for those that are part of Learn, Plan, Profit, I'm going to make a more detailed video for you all about this specific topic. So that is really just it. And what's going on, Janet? Thank you again for the compliment. I will take it. Is HMNY a buy? No. How is that a buy? I think you're saying that as a joke because you know that that's one of the stocks that I dislike the most. Aren't you? I sure hope so. Ask yourself, and I would actually, if you guys are just getting started and learning how to invest in the stock market, so first of all, I have this free group. It's called TechBud Solutions. It's the 3rd link in the description. You guys can join, and then if you don't like it, you could always unsubscribe, right? You could always leave the group. There's nothing that we ask you for, nothing like that. Feel free to unsubscribe. The other thing, the thing is telling me to go to the gym, my goodness. The other thing that I wanted to bring up is my Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library. So this is the group that I work with every single day. So have you guys ever joined our Sunday Stock Talk where you get to watch me do live technical analysis? Well, this group every single day at market open, right, wherever that is across the world, gets to watch me trade live. I talk about a series of stocks that I see value in for that day. And then for the remainder of the 45 minutes to an hour, I break down stocks that they all see value in. They also get access for a lifetime to the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library, which is straight to the point, everything it is that I know and what has led to my success in investing in the stock market. Now, just so you get a taste of if you're new to who it is that I am, if you don't know who it is that I am, feel free to browse around my YouTube channel. But the most effective, in my opinion, one of the videos that I've created that I think is the most valuable is one that I just recently made, and it's free for everyone, just so you can get a taste of how structured I want each and every single one of you to be. And it's this. So we're going to go here. We're going to go to YouTube. And it's called How to Make Your First $1,000. Boom. Okay, I thought I was the first one. Dang it. I'm the second one. How to make your first $1,000 in the stock market, 2018. We have about 19,000 views. What the heck? That looks like me, huh? But all right, let's skip this. Sorry about that, guys. But this it's 20,000 views. Sweet. This has to be one of the most structured videos So again, how to make your first $1,000 investing in the stock market has to be one of the most structured videos in telling you how important it is to focus on criteria. And guys, I'm all about having fun. You guys know that I love having fun and making money, and a true blessing that we get to do this every single day. I need you all to know how important it is to have structure. And the easiest way that I can put this is people, and again, I say this all the time, so for those that watch my videos, you guys can leave now, and I'm going to go on a tangent. But the way that I know that people visualize the stock market or try to make sense of the stock market is the stock market is so intangible that people think that because they have $1,000 and I'm investing in something that they will be able to make the same amount that I do. That's not how it works. Don't ask me how much money it is that you can make. Don't ask me how much money you should start with. First, start paper trading, no monetary risk, which is simulation trading. It does not cost you 1 penny, and you get to gain real world experience. I stand behind that. If you've ever wanted to learn how to invest in the stock market, there's never been a better time. We can all vouch for that, right? Now, what I would encourage you to do is to understand that if I were to sell you a car, the car, because cars are much more easier to understand. If I were to sell you a car that you understand that's worth $2,000, I know it's worth $2,000. You know it's worth $2,000. Everyone knows it's worth $2,000. It's a Toyota Camry in 1998. I don't know, whatever it's worth, right? But I tell you, hey man, like this is a really good car. I'll sell it to you for $5,000. Of course not, because you intellectually can make sense that that's not a good deal. So why would you buy it, right? So with stocks, we have patterns, and we can understand. That's why I focus on 180-day analysis, because I could focus on the low points and the high points. I could understand if I'm getting somewhat of a good deal or if not. And that's why we wait for the confirmation to confirm the reversal, right? So how is it that you take a position without having the understanding of you getting a good deal? That does not make sense to me. But so many people invest based on other people's opinion, invest based on these stock alerts that people sell you. If you join my Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library, I will not treat you any different than those that are enrolled in TechBud Solutions. The reason that you joined the Learn, Plan, Profit is to go through the structured video lesson library and to work with me on a daily basis. I will hold you accountable for everything it is that you do, but I will never, ever, ever tell you where to buy or where to sell, because that is not building self-sufficient traders. I'm not here to spoon feed anyone. And for those that are selling you ticker symbols, for those that are selling you these momentum stocks, right? All BS. It's all stocks that they end up hyping up, and there's nothing wrong with you wanting to invest in them as long as you understand how to trade them. And that's the easiest way. You can experience success in any market, momentum in any market with stock alerts, 100%. Even when stocks are being pumped up, you can still make money. But it's if you understand how to trade them. So first, understand how to find a good deal when investing in the stock market. That's my goal for each and every single one of you. So many people are so focused on making money, and they're not focused on finding the best deal. That's all we focus on within Learn, Plan, Profit. If you've been struggling to get the ball rolling, to even just grow your account a small amount, then focus on just getting the ball rolling. We aim for about 2 to 3% on a weekly basis, and it is because we are doing something that 95% of the market can't do, and that is grow your account on a consistent basis. And if you can ask, I stand behind this. You can ask anyone that you see within TechBud Solutions and ask for anyone's feedback. We have over 100,000 members within TechBud Solutions. We have a couple thousand members within Learn, Plan, Profit. Make a Facebook post and ask for feedback for those that are enrolled in Learn, Plan, Profit, and ask them what their experience is. It's nothing but positive feedback. And it is because we are here to truly get the ball rolling, teach people and provide that foundation. And from that point forward, they can build off of that. They can learn how to scan for stocks. They can learn how to, be able to day trade, right? They can learn how to capitalize on momentum stocks. That's something that, I can all do, right? But it's getting that ball rolling first and then building off of that. And that's why I've wrapped my entire Learn, Plan, Profit course around starting with the foundation so then we can staircase and build off of that. So I'm super excited to announce also that we are, Mackenzie, who's one of our partners for, I can't say the website as of right now, but it is a website that is going to be exclusive only for those that are part of TechBud Solutions and Learn, Plan, Profit. It's going to be 100% for free, right? The website itself, and it will allow you to, there's a series of different features, and we're going to be reintroducing it to TechBud Solutions. and it is going to allow users to be able to track their trades and then also network with people within your surrounding areas and see where it is that you stand as in being one of the top traders. There's a series of different features that we're going to be including as well that is going to make it that much more effective and easier to understand. And all I ask you to do is before you join any other group, be sure to be true to yourself, that you see value in who it is that you associate yourself with, and to be real with yourself and to make sure that you resonate well with the people you surround yourself with. The people that I surround myself with motivate me every single day, and that's why I try to be the best that I can be every single day. And I encourage you to do the same. Very simple. Let's keep it simple. Let's focus on quality. Let's wait for the confirmation. And like always, guys, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team. Hope you guys all have an amazing Tuesday.